Hi, I'm Ronnie Pack, pastor of Millington First United Methodist Church, and this is your midweek FaithLift. Well, this is mid-January, and last week, the two major lotteries we have in our country, both were in the hundreds of millions of dollars. So week after week, people buy their lottery ticket. Nobody won. So when finally we have a winner, somebody is going to become a multi-millionaire. And I never buy a lottery ticket. But sometimes I do think about those people who buy them, particularly those people who win, because they get these cards, they check the numbers, and they look down, and then no doubt they check and recheck and recheck and recheck to see, really, these numbers match. Our lives just changed. Pretty exciting time. Exciting probably is not even the word for it. And you got to call someone, so no doubt they call mom and dad, they call son and daughter, they call aunt and uncle, cousins, anybody they know to say, hey, guess what? Our numbers match. We just won the lottery. Gosh, exciting. Exciting. I remember hearing a story about an elderly lady. She was retired. She was sitting in her home, and she was doing some knitting or just some house chores, and the phone rang, and she answered the phone, and someone informed her that a distant relative had remembered her, and at his death he had left her from his estate over $1 million. And she dropped her chores, she dropped her sewing, and she didn't know what to do. She was so excited. And she picked up the phone, she called the operator, she told the operator, hey, get me somebody, anybody. It was just news she wanted to share. When we get good news, that's what we want to do, isn't it? Share it with somebody. It's always exciting to share something good about our life. Have you ever thought about that's what happens when we bring Jesus Christ into our lives? Jesus has a way of changing us so much for the better that we experience what we experience causes us to want to share it. That's why the Bible refers to it as good news. It's good news that when it happens to us, we've got to share it with someone. At least that's how I feel, and I think how many of us probably feel. With Jesus in our life, it's just news that can't be contained, but it has to be shared. I'm Ronnie Peck. Thanks again for joining us today for our Faith Lift, and I'll see you back here again next week.